the tarnish.
The lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee.
I know that you've recently been a part of developing a video game, and it seems to me like it's sort of a natural fit for a fantasy fiction writer to work on a video game. How is that, different from what we know you for working on?
Well, it actually is considerably different. I've played some video games. I'm not a big video gamer, but the game is called the Elden Ring, and it's a sequel to a video game that came out a few years ago called Dark Souls, and it came out of Japan. My work on it was actually done years ago.
Monday, June 14th, 2021. George R. R. Martin was at the Medill School of Journalism, where he received an honorary doctorate at the commencement ceremony. George R. R. Martin attended the school back in the 70s, and he graduated. While he was there, he had an interview with a local news station, WTTW News. You heard part of this interview earlier in this video. The interview, he said, and I quote, that he worked on Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a sequel to Dark Souls. Those are his words, not mine. Now, this could be a mistranslation, or it could be the truth. For this video, I'm going to assume that it's the truth, and I know assume is you make an ass out of you and me, but stick with me here. If it's a sequel to Dark Souls, then I have a theory. My theory is that the Darksign and the Elden Ring are one and the same. And the Elden Ring was shattered, according to the official website. The bosses of the game hold a piece to the Elden Ring. Now, your job in the game is to get the pieces back and restore the Elden Ring and become Lord of the Elden Ring. And if I'm right about this, then that means the Darksign is the Elden Ring, and the Darksign, if you don't know, in Dark Souls, the Darksign was branded onto the undead, allowing them to live over and over and over again. But each time they came back with less humanity and less soul, meaning that eventually they would go hollow. Going hollow would mean you would lose your mind, you would lose your humanity, you were just going nuts. This explained how the character could keep coming back over and over and over again without souls and without humanity. Each time you got humanity or each time you got souls and you died, you would lose the humanity you had and you would lose the souls you had. And you would start back over at the bonfire. Also, not to mention that the Darksign could be used in your inventory, but you would still lose the humanity and souls and start back at the bonfire your last rest of that. Just like if you actually died in the game. So if I'm right about this, and the Darksign is the Elden Ring, would that mean that permadeath is a thing in Elden Ring? And that you get extra lives for each piece of the Elden Ring that you get from a boss until you finally beat the game, would you have the entire Elden Ring whole again? If so, that would mean that endgame would be like playing Dark Souls on New Game Plus. Or when you start New Game Plus, it may be like Dark Souls New Game. So obviously I need evidence for this. I can't just come out and say it's 100% fact when it's not. I have to prove my theory by showing evidence. And I think the evidence is actually in the original trailer for Elden Ring. So let's take a look at that.
I doubt you could even imagine it. That which commanded the stars, giving life its fullest brilliance. The Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring.
I have a feeling this guy is an undead. Every time he hits the Elden Ring, his skin cracks, as you can see there. We'll come back to this point later.
By someone or something. Don't tell me you don't see it. Look up at the sky. It burns.
The reason I bring this up is because if you died multiple times and you kept coming back due to an item, and you decided to destroy that item, you would think that dying multiple times would cause you to just deteriorate when the item is completely destroyed. Which is why I think the Elden Ring and the Darksign are one and the same, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share the video. But I want to hear what you guys think down below. If you want to try to prove me wrong, or you want to, engage with your own ideas and theories, put it down below. And like I said, the whole thing with George R. R. Martin, that could just have been a mistranslation, but it's fun to theorize about. So that's why I made this video. Hope you guys liked it. See you next time.